It's Friday and it's just gone 12:30, so we've just had lunch. I'm finally going out to go and buy the shelves for my new set of shelves behind where I sit, where all of my resources, my books, my journals for inspiration, all those books that I've collected over the years are going to sit, which is going to clear a lot of space on the shelves where I work when I'm filming, for actual proper resources that I can just put my hands on when I need them, rather than have to go fishing in other cupboards and that kind of stuff. So I checked on the website this morning. It says that they still have 8 in stock. I only want 3, so hopefully they're going to be all okay. So I'm just stopping for a chap who's trying to get across the road. He's in a wheelchair, one of those motorised wheelchairs. So there we go, all nice and safe. Yeah, so hopefully the website's right and they've still got them in, because I'll be a bit cross if they haven't. So I'm back from getting the shelves, and yes, they did have the shelves in and they're already up. There we go. So I've already started to populate with things like the accounts, my resource books. That's Little Monsters called Wage because it's got a little apron. It works for a living. Yeah, so the shelves are up. Now I didn't end up buying the ones that I originally had planned to buy, mainly because to get the 3 shelves in pine, the right length and the right width already pre-cut, would have cost me £45. They were £15 each for a piece of pine that size, whereas they had big sheets of MDF that I could just have cut for free in the store, and they were only £19 each. So I ended up getting 4 shelves, not that I've used all 4 just yet, for the price of under £40. So it just seemed like a no-brainer to me. So that's what I've done. I've got 1 spare one. So if I do want to change the configuration later on, I can do. It's the same wood that I've got on these shelves. Now, as you can see, I've already started to rearrange my shelves over here. Where the stamp storage was, I've now got all my resources in these little lovely clippy boxes. So as you can see, I can see through them, so I know exactly what's in each one. Apart from these up here, which I've got paints in, metallics, matte paints and translucent paints. I can see my Tim Holtz paper dolls at a glance. I've got inks, my StazOn inks, I've got my crayons, I've got my Pitt pens. So I'm starting to get a bit more organised. So Tubby up there on the top shelf is holding the clock. So it's not right. Battery's going. So yeah, there's a few other bits and pieces that still need tidying, but I've managed to clear all the space from those shelves there. I've managed to tidy this cupboard up here as well. So yeah, I've been really busy. So, and I haven't even disturbed Mr. Nip, which is a bonus. Tis Saturday. Oh, itchy ankles today. It's warm, it's hot again. Ian's out, he's working today again. Which means I've got the day to myself, apart from the puppies. Mr. Nip is lying on the floor behind me, trying to cool down. So my plan for today is to smash my stash, as it were. I know it sounds vaguely rude. What I mean is I'm going to create an art journal page just using my stash, just using what I've got, not using any specialist materials apart from paint. That's pretty much going to be it. So I could just do a painterly page. But on a recent shopping trip with Mum, we went to a store here in the UK called The Range. The Range sell like everything for the home. They've got a craft section as well where they sell well, the one that we went to was very limited in their craft resources, but they sell home decor stuff as well as paint and paintbrushes, proper house decorating paint and wallpaper and that kind of thing. But they've also got a section where they sell mirrors and pre-done art, pre-framed art, if you like, so objet d'art to throw up on the wall. And I spotted one particular piece of, obviously, factory-made, ready-made art from, probably from the Far East somewhere, made in the millions. But it was of a tree, but the leaves were all made up of square and rectangular blocks. I'll insert a picture here. So as you can see, silvery in colour, but made up of little blocks. And I thought, do you know what? I could do something similar to that, but instead of using, I did actually have a touch on one of them, and it felt as though there were polystyrene blocks, just painted and sprayed with silver paint and glitter and all that kind of stuff, which is a bit glitter. Me and glitter don't get on. I'm not allowed glitter in the house anyway, because Ian always ends up I end up getting it on the carpet. But so instead, what I thought I would use metallic paint. You're quite all right down there. I don't know whether you can see him. Anyway, as I was saying, so I'm going to be using metallic paints, but instead of using polystyrene, what I'm going to do is I'm going to use some boxes, cardboard boxes from the dog's food. They're the dry biscuit boxes. And I'm going to stack it. And I'm going to try and recreate or maybe do a tree or something in the same sort of style-ish, without the glitter, just using metallic paints, but just using paint and stuff that I've already got without having to use anything kind of specialist, if you know what I mean. So that's what my plan is for today, and to try and keep cool in the process. It's Sunday, just before lunch. So I did my use what you have video yesterday, using the dog carton pieces of corrugated cardboard from the dog food boxes. And what started out as being a tree turned into a landscape, turned into a cityscape instead. So that was the page as it ended up. As you can see, look, lights on, lights off. Love it. Really, really good. But afterwards, I went back in, as you sometimes do, with a white pen, and just put little highlights on the windows, just in the corner. Can you see just little white lines down on the windows and stuff, just to add a little bit more kind of depth and dimension. I love the way just when you tilt it, the lights come on. Yeah, just to add a little bit more depth and dimension to it. But what surprised me was this morning when I looked at the viewing figures for it, and it was really kind of high, higher than a lot of the videos I've done recently. Now, interesting thing, I've got over 30,000 subscribers on my YouTube channel. Now, obviously, not everybody who subscribes to the channel watches every video. it would be wonderful if that was true. But what I did notice, when you look at the analytics for the video, is Google or YouTube provide you with the information that of how many people actually have the notification bell. So when you subscribe to somebody on YouTube, there's a notification button, like a little bell icon. And when you click it, it gives you the option of all notifications or some notifications or whatever it is down, so that people get notified when a new video goes up. And it was like 3%, only 3% of people have actually clicked that notification button, which means that not everybody's getting notified when I upload a new video. Now, I know I upload on a regular basis. One of the things that YouTube always said, or always maintained, is that you've got to upload quality and consistently. Quality videos consistently. So I try to get the best quality videos that I can by using good lighting, good sound, all that kind of stuff. Whether the content's any good is up for a matter of debate, because that's just a matter of personal taste as to what you think is good content or not. And that's the same with anybody. It doesn't matter whether you're watching a gaming video, or somebody who does gardening videos, or somebody who does knitting videos, or somebody who does woodworking videos. It all depends whether you're interested in the subject as to whether you think the content is quality anyway. So it's subjective. But the actual quality, as in it's high definition, it's well lit, the sound is easy, the music's not too loud. Again, but music itself is subjective. One person did comment saying that the music on one particular part of the video was horrid. Well, that's just her opinion, you know, and nobody else has commented that the music was horrid. I try to keep my music kind of nondescript in some cases, but also up to date, not too old fashioned, you know, not too modern, but not too, you know. I did used to use a lot of classical music. But again, you know, after a while using the same pieces of music, there's only so much royalty-free, copyright-free classical music out there. And you end up using the same pieces over and over again, which is why I try to rotate and try to use different pieces of music. And then obviously comments, when they come in, obviously I look at, and if everybody's saying, no, I don't like the music, I don't use it again. But if it's just one person, then, you know, that's just that one person's point of view. But anyway, I digress. The viewing figures were quite large overnight. So I'm just wondering whether or not videos about using what you have, smashing your stash, I think it's also called, or shopping your own stash, if they're the sort of videos that you're interested in and want to see more of from me, how I use what I already have and what I use resources that are readily available and you don't have to go out and buy, please tell me in the comments section below, because that would be really, really useful. Anyway, so like I said, it's Sunday. I've got the day off now, so I'm going to go downstairs. I'm going to cuddle the boys, curl up on the settee, and I'm going to catch up on my, what Ian calls my little boy films, as in my Star Wars and my Marvel movies, because I still haven't watched Ant-Man Quantumania yet, so I've been saving that for today. And also I might watch the new Avatar movie as well, which has also just dropped onto Disney. So I might be having a movie marathon this afternoon. It is Monday morning, 9:45. I'm setting off a little bit late this morning to go pop in and see Mum and Dad, because when I rang this morning, Mum was still in the bathroom. So normally I ring before I set off to get any shopping lists or wants and needs, but she was unavailable, so I had to wait. But yes, it's Monday morning, so the week begins anew, or the work week begins anew anyway. So this week on the agenda, I have some day job work to do, I have some videos to edit for a client and get those uploaded. I've got a couple of projects that I want to do. I've got one video that I want to film especially for the angels, so another angel exclusive video that won't go on the normal YouTube channel. It'll just be on the password protected angel section of my website, which I think I'm going to do maybe a little mixed media piece using those new molds that we purchased from Just Like Home in Redcar recently when we were away. Ian went to get some more resin from the supplier. When did he go? Wednesday last week, I think. Was it Wednesday or Friday morning? I think it might be Friday morning. So he went to pick up his particular colour that he likes, which is like a brick red, like a terracotta colour. But while he was there, he also got me some of the, what I call the white chocolate type, the ivory type. So I can do some casting and also get some of my casts done and on the website as well, so if anybody wants to purchase any. But I've also got obviously normal stuff to do this week as well, so we're going to be coming up to Mission Inspiration, mid-month mini Mission Inspiration this weekend I think it is as well, so if we can try and get that done, I'll be well happy today. But if we can get it done early before Saturday. But I've got Tuesday all day tomorrow because Ian's away working all day tomorrow as well, so I'll have all day tomorrow to do that and concentrate on that as well. So everything's working out rather nicely at the moment, with him being away for 2 days. Gives me a lot of breathing space. He was also working Saturday, Sunday this weekend, or the weekend just gone, not at a steampunk show. He was working elsewhere. So I've actually had quite a lot of quiet time, apart from just obviously looking after the dogs. So I've been able to do a lot of things in those quiet hours where I've just been able to sit and do research, and I know it sounds daft, but just to sit and think. Looks like there's a storm brewing.
Mike has demanded.
Demand is such a strong word, Ian.
Mike actually asked me to make him a pecan pie on the hottest day of the year. So, you know,
Yes.
true love and all that.
And well, the only reason, because when we were at the diner on the way to Whitby last week,
Yes,
I was going to get pecan pie,
you were.
but there was none. They didn't have any.
No, they didn't.
And I did say on video that I was having the pecan pie,
Yes.
but I'd never got to have any.
They sold some. So, Mike asked me to make him one. So, I have got the pastry. I'm using pre-rolled pastry. If it's good enough for Mary Berry,
Yep.
very, very famous.
Indeed. In fact, we're actually using Mary's
Mary's
cookbook.
recipe, yeah.
Hang on, there we go. Just to prove a point,
Love Mary Berry.
Mary Berry's Baking Bible.
So,
So here's the recipe for the pecan pie. Unfortunately, what could I not get hold of today?
maple syrup.
Yeah, there's just none.
International shortage.
Yeah, I actually went to 3 different places to have a look to see if they had any, and none had any maple syrup in. It looks like there's a national maple syrup,
It's those Canadians, they're keeping it for themselves.
and who can blame them?
I can't blame them.
No.
So I'm using golden syrup instead. It should be fine.
Yeah, so it's an experimental pecan pie.
But the yum factor is going to be massive.
Absolutely, well, I sincerely hope so.
So do I.
So I don't think it's going to be as dark as that one,
No.
but like Ian said, I'm sure it'll be beautiful.
We will show
we will when it's out.
Right, I'm doing something different today. Normally I would trim it, but I remember Mary said once or twice, put it in like this, so when it shrinks in, and then you just, when it comes out, you just cut the edges.
So don't trim it until
because you're going to take it out halfway through.
Yeah.
Take the beans out.
These are
crisp the base.
These are baking beans.
They're ceramic.
They're ceramic. Yeah. That stops it from rising.
It does, and keeps the shape.
Yeah. You can use rice as well, can't you?
Of course you can. Yeah.
Can't use frozen peas though, can you?
Frozen peas doesn't go too well unless you want a pea flavoured quiche.
No, definitely not. Anyway, right. So let's get to making.
Yeah, well, the oven's heating itself up, so it doesn't take long, does the new oven. So we'll be getting this in presently. Then we'll start on the filling once this is 3/4 cooked.
Num nums.
Ta-da!
Oh, it's got dark all of a sudden. The storm clouds are brewing.
Oh. It still looks a bit wobbly in the middle.
Well, do you want to put it back in again?
Well, it's been in for plenty, it says. Do you want to put it in for another 5 minutes?
Yeah, it might be worthwhile.
So it's 20 to 25, 30 minutes. I'll put it in for 30 minutes, so
right.
35.
We'll come back in a minute then. Yeah. And it's back out.
The wobbler stopped. We are wobbleless. It's not too well done, is it?
No, that looks perfect. If you look at that and then you look at the picture in the book.
Hang on, let me go back to Mary. Book according to St Mary. There we are, yeah, look.
Yeah, you see. That one and that one, virtually the same.
Let's pop it on an artisan breadboard and it'll be the same.
Exactly. Just lay a little spatula next to it.
Yes.
So you're obviously making something else then.
I made some biscuits. I always like to make biscuits.
These are pecan?
Pecan and glacé cherry biscuits with golden syrup. Ooh. So there's not that many, but I only made the correct mixture and only double it up.
Yeah. So this is what, fork biscuits?
They're fork biscuits, but I like to use my palm of my hand. So the palm biscuits.
Oh, okay.
So
what are we waiting for? Oh, hot.
Mmm.
Did it bite you?
Naughty word in head.
I'm not laughing.
You better not. You don't need the biscuits if you do.
Promise I'm not.
And voila, the biscuits are done.
Ta-da!
These look lovely.
They do. The new oven is a lot quicker. It gets to temperature a lot quicker.
It gets to temperature in about a third of the time.
Well, it's got two sets of heating elements, one on the bottom and one on the top. So, obviously the fan makes it get hotter a lot quicker. So, these normally would take...
Well, they've got, according to the
minutes.
phone, they've got another 2 minutes to go.
Yeah, and they're ready. So, and that's looking...
Might be a little bit too burnt,
Yum,
a couple of these. But
No, I'm sure they'll be fine.
they normally taste lovely.
They do.
As I say, they are pecan and glacé cherries. What?
I keep following you back and forth. There we go.
So there we are. So that's, and then that, if you have a look, just go to this side.
Ian, you've made 13.
Well, no, we can't.
That's unlucky.
They're hot.
Yeah.
So that's all set now.
All set now.
But that's going to take an hour or so to set completely, then you can stuff your face with it. But we've also got...
So, I beg your pardon?
You can delicately have a mouthful.
Thank you. I've not stuffed my face with
num num
much.
And we've got some squirty cream.
Oh, even better. Oh.
I think Bentley's just had me come and cut the pecan pie. There you are.
Oh, look at that.
There you are. And it has set beautifully as well. Hello, babies.
Num nums. No, I won't torture you. I'd like to say a huge thank you to all of my angels, because without you, these videos would not be possible. And don't forget, you can access your exclusive angel-only content over on my website. There's a link in the description area below. Thank you.